Hello folks! In order to save space on my camera's memory, this video may be a bit shorter than usual, but nevertheless we're still gonna get a hearty, solid, quality video out of this. Welcome to Watertown, New York. You see, we've left western New York and headed north to North Country. You see, this region altogether is just a completely different region from other parts of upstate New York. Around here, it's a lot more rural. And from what I've heard, it's a lot like Canada culturally. Well, because of the influence that Canada has being so close to this place, Watertown, and its surrounding areas. But yeah, aside from this one place, Watertown, which is sort of like a small city in size, most of this area is just, at the most, populated by very small towns, and if not, just like little farm villages compared to the likes of central New York and the Finger Lakes and the capital region, especially New York City and Long Island. This place does not have a huge population. Fortunately though for us, like I said, Watertown is sort of the hub of North Country, which means there is a big area to explore. And that's what we're doing here today. So if you're not really a big fan of nature, I have this grand finale coming up planned, but if you only like the city and town life, Watertown is as far north in New York State as one would really go. Past here, it's mostly just, like I said, rural area. The one thing that does differentiate Watertown from the rest of North Country in New York State is the manufacturing history that happened here. These buildings, they clearly look like they're from a different age, the industrial age. So this development of manufacturing and industry in the area, which of course produces population growth, results in this. When the people want some fun or they want to buy things, they go here, to the Watertown Public Square. As you can tell probably by the name, it's a pretty simple name. It's a square dedicated to the public, so people can relax, have a good day here in Watertown. And on this beautiful day, why not relax and have a bit of fun? Don't you just love seeing these old industrial age buildings still relatively intact? That's what I'm starting to love about Watertown. It really preserves its history. What I don't love is how motorcycles interrupt my monologues. I don't know if that counts as finding the clock in the town, but I'll count it. So if you're wondering why Watertown is called Watertown, I know, right? A silly name. Watertown? Well, I have news for you. It's a pretty simple naming concept once again. Watertown, New York is named after water. In this case, we're talking about the Black River, a mighty river with lots of rapids. What I also know about the Black River is that in the warmer months, outdoors people love to go kayaking and whitewater rafting because, well, this river is quite powerful. I know from personal experience. I've gone whitewater rafting here years ago. Don't remember much, but it was a wild ride for sure. I would only say, if you're gonna go outside in the nature around these parts, go during the warmer months, spring, summer, early fall. Upstate New York is one of the snowiest places in the country. I would not recommend going outside in January, February here. Way too snowy. I'm not kidding. Some years you can really get feet's worth of snow in upstate New York, and especially in North Country around this Tug Hill Plateau. I believe that's what the area around here is also called. You know, in previous videos I've hinted about the horrible winter this last winter was. Well, around these areas, and most of upstate New York got around 30 to 40 inches in early December. That was not fun. For those of you who are willing to wait out those horrid winter months, the best part of Watertown and the best part of this area in North Country in upstate New York is by far the nature. I mean, look at this place. Cliffs and gorges. I mean, there's streets and roads and stuff here, but once I get a good view of the Black River, I will definitely show you how beautiful it is. All right, I found it. Look at this. Isn't that just stunning? I mean, they built the town around this river. So that has to tell you something about how beautiful or how useful it was to this area. Isn't this just great? We're now on the banks of the river. Very close up, not obscured by any trees or vegetation. And it's quite a mighty river. This river starts in the Adirondack Mountains and it flows until it reaches Lake Ontario. That's right, even up here in North Country, Lake Ontario is just minutes away. Sports aficionados, outdoors people alike. Seriously, take a trip here to Watertown. You will not regret it. It is one of those off the beaten path areas that aren't really too explored by people here in America. It's almost like you have a lot of the outdoors to yourself. I mean, the only people coming up here to Watertown are the people either delivering supplies or people on their way to Canada. And right now the Canadian border is closed. So on your way to Watertown, you have all of this to yourself. It's beautiful. Oh, I forgot. A big part of Watertown's history was most of the people here around 120, 130 years ago were very wealthy. And so this was considered the millionaire's playground around this area, and I mean, it certainly feels like a millionaire's playground. I don't feel any richer, but this seems like the place rich people would go to get away from all the cities and just relax here by the river in the forests of upstate New York. Listen, I wish I could record just a little bit more footage of Watertown, but I have to. I literally have to make sure that I have enough memory on my camera to last this next day tomorrow for me. When I say grand finale, I truly mean a grand finale. So I guess I should just end the video off here. It's a nice, beautiful sight. You see the forests of real North Country, real upstate New York. So yeah, standing here on the banks of the mighty Black River here in Watertown, New York. More travels to come. I will see you at the next location.